Hello everyone, welcome back again. It's Soyoung with another tutorial. And today I'm going to show you how to crochet a slip stitch to join in the round and how to make it invisible and seamless. At the end of each round, we join the last stitch and the first stitch using a slip stitch which looks different from other stitches, so we feel like it stands out like a seam line. I brought a swatch that worked 12 double crochet stitches into the magic circle. Then how can we make it an invisible joining? Here is the secret. I'm joining this last stitch using a slip stitch as usual, but I'll join into the second stitch instead of the first stitch. Now we've just finished the first round. Draw your yarn a little bit longer to prevent the loop from unraveling, and take out your crochet hook from the loop. Insert your hook from the back of the second stitch we just joined and grab the loop and pull it through. Pull the working yarn and adjust the loop. We usually make chain 3 at the beginning to raise the yarn up to the height of the next double crochet stitches in the next round. Here is a very trivial tip but very useful. If you do a single crochet and chain 1 instead of 3 chains, it will look like a double crochet stitch, so more natural. In this round, we are going to create 2 double crochets for each stitch around. In the first round, we had 12 double crochet stitches. So in this round, we will have 4 double crochet stitches in the end. You might wonder if the total count of the stitches is reduced, because we joined with a slip stitch to the second stitch, skipping the first stitch. I'll show you how it works. I just created 2 double crochet stitches for each stitch around, and this is the 22nd stitch in this round into the last stitch in the previous round. And this is the slip stitch to join the last stitch to the second stitch in the previous round. Work 2 remaining double crochet stitches into this slip stitch. Now you have 24 double crochet stitches in the second round. As you did in the previous round, join with the slip stitch to the second stitch. We've just finished the second round. To summarize, when you finish the end of every round, join with a slip stitch to the second stitch. Do not count the slip stitch as a stitch. In the next round, work your stitches from the second stitch to the slip stitch. And make sure you have the proper total number of stitches in the end. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, you know what to do. There you go. See you in my next video.